Hello, my people. My name is Mo. This is Fits and Facts.
And I'm Shay, and we got a special topic today.
What we doing?
Men's fashion.
Woo, my favorite. I love men's fashion. My
And
favorite.
Should we talk about what we're wearing today before we introduce our guest?
We should introduce our guest.
Let's introduce our guest.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? My name is Najee Strickland, and I am a multidisciplinary artist from Memphis, Tennessee, and now I reside in the Bay.
Woo.
Welcome to the Bay.
Welcome to the Bay.
Thank y'all.
Okay,
Thank
we gonna
you.
do a fit check,
Yes.
right? Okay, so I thrifted this jacket. It's a really old jacket. I was kind of happy too because when I opened the pockets, I was like, "Oop, nobody wore this." I just took it to Goodwill or whatever, and it just went around. And then I put suspenders on it, and it has like gold buttons and stuff. So I revamped it, and then I have Good Morning America black jeans. I love her jeans. Her jeans are very good for tall women. You should get on it. And then I have a turtleneck that has like the little sleeves, really, stylish. And then I got my Vans on because they look like sneakers. Okay, so that's what I'm wearing today. What you wearing, Najee?
I am wearing some designs I made by myself. This is a shirt shacket type of deal, and it's made out of corduroy. And then it has like some faux leather on the shoulders and like on the cuffs of the sleeve. And I did some upcycled denim bell bottom pants, jeans, and they are from like old denim that I got from Goodwill. So like darker denim, black, gray denim, and I just put it all together to make like some bells. And I'm wearing like a all black fitted t-shirt with some platform Converse and accessories. I love my accessories. So rings, necklace, everything silver to match what I got on as far as black and the black head wrap. So just fabric.
Love Mo and Najee killing it. So what I am wearing is I actually went and did a little shopping in my dad's closet. So I am wearing his waistcoat and his tie. I actually had to pre-tie it and then put it on because I'm still learning how to tie ties. And I wanted to do that just because it's men's fashion. And when Mo said men's fashion, of course I had to pull from his closet. So that's what I'm wearing at the top. It's just a basic black tee from Fashion Nova underneath the waistcoat. And then my skirt is like a pencil black skirt, also from Fashion Nova. And then my boots, Fashion Nova as well. So I am Fashion Nova out except for the waistcoat and a tie, thanks to my dad, which is Barry Wang is the design. So, yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
I love that.
Go.
Okay, I'm going to start it off. So, Shay, can you give us a brief overview of how men's fashion has evolved from the 19th centuries to today?
Yes. I love this question. I like to drop the facts. So, starting with the 19th century, we have formal, structured, tailored, dominant frock coats, waistcoats, cravats. And this was still kind of the Victorian era, but you start seeing us come out of the Victorian era then. Then you go into the early 20th century, you see sack suits, lounge suits, tuxedos become everyday menswear. And then post-World War II, you see the rise of casual wear, denim jeans, T-shirts, leather jackets, influenced by youth and rebellion. And then the 60s to the 70s, it's more experimentation, so colorful patterns, flared trousers, bohemian influences. And then the 80s and 90s, you have power dressing, sharp suits, and the rise of sportswear as streetwear. And then in the early 2000s to today, now you see the blending of formal with casual, rise of streetwear culture, and emphasis on personal expression and sustainability.
Okay, yes. So what we're doing today, we have a special guest, Najee. And so what he's doing is he's going to do follow-up questions because we're Fits and Facts.
Yes.
So we're going to have him touch on stuff that we really not really familiar on because we're not men. So that's why we want to, and Najee is one of us at Harambe. So we've been at this for a little bit now, like a year-ish or so. But anyway,
been about,
we're a part of Harambe Art Society, so we wanted him to come on because he is a tailor, he's a designer, he's everything. And when it comes to art, so
Yes.
y'all need to look him up. We're gonna drop him down at below so y'all can find him. So, Najee, what key moments in fashion history do you think have the most impact on modern men's style?
All right, so from like just paying attention to all the stuff that's like going on now, back to like a few years ago, like if you really notice, you can like just see that everything just like it just circle back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a trend, right? So we be pulling stuff from years ago, and the key moments in fashion, like throughout history, I would say, would be the '60s, the '70s, and the early, the '90s and the early 2000s. And with the '60s, you got like, people coming from that conservative classic era of the 1950s. So like, if you look in 1950s Harlem, you will always see like, if you look at the footage online, everyone is dressed in suits. Everyone is dressed in suits. Like people was working in suits. Just think about people who had to roll their sleeves up. They mechanics, you know what I'm saying? To fix on things. And like, that was their last era of the, of like the conservative and classic era. So we go into the 1960s and it's more colorful, it's more bright. Like people are, it's like that hippie era, you know what I'm saying? But it's more bright, it's more colorful, and then we transition into the 70s. So we go from the bright and colorfulness, and then now it's still bright and colorful, but now you got to look at the textures of everything, and it's more sequence, and people are wearing flared pants at the bottom, and the hair is more out, you know what I'm saying, more expressive. And then you go into like the street style, and the street style is right after that, like you said, post World War II, because people were trying to get out of that utility look, So they was like, looking at or focusing on people who, they was really more focused on like being more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying?
And
like
functional.
being more comfortable and functionality and being comfortable, top two things. And then that street style, that's where the 2000s and 90s and early 2000s get their look. They got it from the street style. It evolved from that. People were like looking at the it was influenced by like punk, new wave, heavy metal, stuff like that. That's where like you get like the flared and baggy pants and stuff from. So yeah, those are like the key moments to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good.
So now, we have to get into the fits part, which is Mo. What makes a well-tailored suit a staple in every men's wardrobe?
Okay, so I wasn't gonna read this, but I'm gonna have to read this because I wrote it out and it's well written, so I'm gonna just read it because I feel like if I break it up, I can read it right. So, a well-tailored suit is a staple in a man's wardrobe because it's offers versatility, a perfect fit for comfort, timeless style, and a professional appearance. It allows for personal expression, showcase quality craftsmanship, and a boost of confidence, making it an essential piece for versatile occasions. Yeah. So I just read it because I feel like with suits, I feel like it is just real rounded, like what I did with my outfit. I did streetwear at the bottom and then business at the top, and then I revamped it. So I feel like with suits now, because now it's such a thing, people are wearing suits all different ways. Like you can dress it up, you can dress it down. And I feel like it happened like how you was telling going up from the years, how it changed over time as well. Like bell bottom suits and all the, big lapels and all these different things. So I feel like it does boost my confidence. I'm sure it boosts a man's confidence going into a business conference. Just saying. So yeah. So I just kept it short and sweet on that one.
Okay. So, Najee, what tips do you have for choosing the right colors and fit for a suit?
All right, so I wrote some down, and I would say blue is best. And when I say that, I mean a man's blue suit it stands out and it's versatile, it's timeless, it shows confidence, sophistication. When it comes to the fit, you really gotta base it on style preference, like slim fit, classic. Do you want like a vintage inspired, like big lapels, small lapels, a smooth lapels with cuts, how comfortable you are in that suit, your silhouette, and fabrics. Like when it comes to suits, you got to be able to have fabrics that are breathable, because you need a wool suit, that's pretty breathable. You need a wool blend, sometimes you might have these suits with these blends that might just be perfect, but also you got to consider the lining as well, because you can't have a breathable suit and the lining is not breathable neither, So yeah, that's what I say. Those are my tips. That's what I say.
Tips.
Well, yeah.
It's great to have the male perspective.
Yeah,
right?
because that's why I was about to start saying. So I was like, I'm gonna let Najee, because that's what you here for. You here to back us up,
Right.
Because I feel like I say stuff for the fits, and then she correct me with the facts. So that's what we're doing today. So we're going into sustainability fashion. So what does sustainability? So Shay, hey Shay.
Hey.
What does sustainability fashion mean in a context of men's clothing, and why is it becoming increasingly important for male consumers?
I think it's the same with women's clothing, and Najee can also back me up on this or correct me if I'm wrong. But first, sustainable fashion is just clothing made with the environment in mind. And due to climate change, due to wanting quantity over quality, these are all factors that play into sustainable fashion and men's fashion, but you also see that in women's fashion. And so I just think it's a change. It's you want to protect the environment and you want to start having quality pieces. And Najee, he's a designer, so I know he's always conscious about the environment, upcycling. And so that's my take on it. And like I said, Najee, if you have an additional perspective.
Yeah, of course. I can agree with that wholeheartedly, because I read some quote that a brand that I follow that they had, and I might misquote it, but they were saying that like you should know the person that's like, you should know your maker. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you shop at the grocery store, you need to know where it's growing at, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you said. On one of our episodes.
So like, even if because like we mostly don't spend a lot of time in the grocery store, we spend a lot of time in the farmers markets, because those are the actual farmers who's growing it and bringing it to you and selling it to you. So same thing goes with people that make clothes. Like you should want to know your maker, know the person that's like making this garment. You know what I'm saying? Because like energy, what is it? Energy. Like people put energy in everything. They put energy in your food. They put energy in what they making you, as far as like what you putting on as a garment. Like you need to know these things. So yeah, like I agree wholeheartedly, because I wasn't even on that wave at first. Like I'm just now getting on this wave when it comes to like, the sustainability in the fashion industry, because like a lot of these big brands don't focus on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look and see where they clothes are being made.
Yes.
Like go into these sweatshops, go into these places and see how they treating the people that's making the clothes.
Remember we talked about that. I'm happy you touching on that, because I said that I can't say word for word, but they, we learned that in school that they treat people like crap, and they don't get a lot. Like even to make a pair of Jordans, I know now, I do know this, Jordans is like $2 to make. And then people was not getting, so imagine what they're getting if it's $2 to make, So when I learned that, I was like, oh yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, so I just like I purged my closet. I start reading into more of the brands, like shoe brands, accessory brands, fast fashion brands, and just see who are the people that own these companies. What are they actually doing? Are they helping the world? Are they helping the people that work for them? You know, so, and if they not, I'm gonna unfollow them. If they not, I'm gonna get rid of their clothes that I bought. You know what I'm saying? I don't do Puma. I don't do Nike. You know, if it is some Nike, it's probably some old Nikes I got that's dirty and dingy, you know, and I just got them because I just keep them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really tough, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just do my best. This is all we could do.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question to follow up with that because you following that. Okay. Can you share some examples of brands that are leading the way with sustainable practice for a man?
Yes, I sure can.
This is a good one. I like this one.
Yeah, I was like, he already was getting into it. So I was like, yeah.
I love man fashion. Like I love to shop with men's clothes. So yeah.
All right, so with that being said, too, like a lot of clothes are being like made for men and women, so they unisex. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of clothes are like that, and I feel like that's a great way to help the environment too, because like you got two people or like multiple people living in the household, and everybody got their own sets of clothes. Honestly, me and my wife, we be wearing each other clothes. So,
I love that.
so that's how we keep it
Yes, I love
sustainable.
that.
All right, so let me jump into it. So there's a few brands I follow on social media platforms that do a lot when it comes to helping the environment or giving back, especially when it comes to their people that help them make their garments. So this is one place. It's called Going Green Media, and they based in London. It's a film solutions for our planet that inspire action. So they have this one thing that they do. It's called Fab Bricks, and they take, they transform like upcycled clothing, and they turn it into fabric textiles. Bricks. They turn it into fabric textile bricks, and they dry it twice. It's quality tested, and then they send it to customers to be used for decoration, furniture, and insulation. So I think that's a good way, you know what I'm saying, to utilize, you know, old clothes and stuff. And then it's another brand called Change, CHNGE. And it's a conscious collective creating ethical clothing by using
Change.
100% cotton in every piece of clothing. Every piece of clothing. I ain't talking about like, because I remember one time, short story, I ordered some off of ASOS. And you know, like I'm trying to be super conscious when it comes to buying and shopping. So like I'm online and I'm like reading at the description of it and what it's made out of. When I got it, all right, when it said 100% cotton online, but when I got it, it said 100% polyester. So I'm like, y'all, come on, y'all.
Nah, lying.
Right.
Who's over ASOS? Who's over this part that's running the online shopping? Like who's over this? But that's a big part of like, you know, like your audience and having people to come back. Now I don't want to shop with ASOS no more. If you lying about your garments, I don't want to shop with y'all. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, Change, they have donated $922,720 to Water, Acumen, Pencils of Promise, and they use it to plant trees. So I mean, I don't know another company like this, but this company is top tier when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, sustainability with our environment.
I love that.
With commitment to the climate, neutrality, responsible fabrics, and fair trade production, they create ethical clothing that will outlive your closet, so you can buy less by buying better. And that's another thing as well. Like we got to have clothes that last a long time.
Yeah.
Because if we have clothes and like soon as you wash it a few times and it mess up, like you're gonna keep buying things. I mean, that's just how it works. That's how consumerism works. You know, they want you to keep buying because the clothes are made of plastic and they know it's gonna break and deteriorate.
Yeah.
So, and then it's the last one. It's called, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's called Sue, and that's Thai for beautiful.
Oh.
And it's a LA-based 100% vertical sewing and production shop founded in 2017. Their products are created from a combination of post-consumer waste, dead stock, and domesticality, organically grown fibers. To date, Shay has diverted over 3.5 million pounds of textiles from landfills. They have continued to support garment workers' rights and policy reform for fair wages. That's important too. Highlighting the numerous systematic injustices within the fashion industry as well. So that's a great company as well too. And when it comes to like them helping and lessening the clothes that they dumping in these landfills, that's a huge part because you got to think about Ghana and their seas and shores in Ghana are filled with landfills and like none but clothes because we just sending stuff over there and dumping it up and it's just creating like piles and piles and hills of just like landfill, you know, like people can hardly function and like, you know, live their lives. So yeah, that's a big part. Like these people are changing the world when it comes to clothes and fashion.
We will too one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, we already doing it.
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm
doing
saying?
it.
We doing it. We
I was
doing
over
it
here
now.
taking notes.
'Cause I'm
Thank
so-
you for them gems.
Because I'm so big on revamping, and
Yeah.
I hold on stuff because I don't want it to go in the landfills. Like I'm really big with that. I also will recreate something to use it for something else.
Yeah.
Has always been my thing. Now I will say I have a lot of clothes, but I don't waste it, and I
Right.
make sure that it can either go to somebody that will use it. I donate everything, if you know, and I make sure it goes to certain people. I will go to I'm really big with this, like a charity or what is it, shelter. I'm really big with that because then you know that they need certain stuff. So I take those certain things, jackets,
Right.
fresh socks. I'll buy real, fresh socks, blankets. Make sure that I have them really cleaned up. So just certain stuff I know to take. But instead of just wasting it, like I'll
Right.
throw this away because I'm big on, like you said, Persian. When I say I don't play about that person, I'm very big, and I do it every 3 months, and I'm actually about to do it tomorrow. But yeah, it's like important.
It really is.
So I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I really do.
So, Mo, how can someone achieve a balance between comfort and sophistication in their outfit?
Okay. So I would say it's all in the quality of fabrics. Go for, and you don't have to, it doesn't have to be super expensive. You can really go to thrift stores. My jacket is thrift, but this is a really, really old jacket. And it, of course, I think nobody wore it, but it's a really durable jacket. Like I was looking in the lining, you could tell like they really cared about like the pockets, and it has a double pocket in there, so you can put some change in there.
on.
So you could tell like it's a good quality jacket. I'm probably gonna have this jacket for maybe the rest of my life because I really value my clothes. So I would say go to a thrift store. Don't settle for going to like a big store. And if you do, make sure you know the brands that like how Najee just said, like the quality type of brands, or research for those for the brands that has the quality that is gonna last. Like when I bought these good, I think it's Good Morning America, or what is it, Good Morning, whatever. It's Chloe brand. What is it, Good America? Anyway,
It is, I think it is.
I bought her brand, but I read that a lot of her stuff is from natural dyes and all that, and I researched, got people opinion, people that really want to buy these type of things. The quality is amazing. I could tell that it's good denim. I could tell that they really source with the denim, even by just putting them on, feel like butter. So and most of it is cotton. Because I need some stretch. I'm a woman. I'm sorry.
Right.
I need a little something. But and if I do get 100%, I go to Levi because those are like the best fit. However, I really researched those type of things, and that's why I wore these actually today. But they're really good jeans, and I know I'm gonna keep them for the rest of my life. I also know how to dye, so I can dye them back black. So those type of tips, it's good to do. Focus on the fit. Make sure stuff is well tailored, or go to somewhere to get it tailored. Or if you like the fit of something, but it's not all the way your size, go get it tailored. Shoe wear. Make sure you get good shoes that is gonna last. Don't get just a shoe. I would say you want it to be stylish, so go for that as well. But make sure you know what shoes are comfortable that are stylish, because they do have them. Like my Vans, I love my Vans. I love them on my feet. So I do Vans, I do Chucks. Really big on Chucks. I love Chucks, especially for lifting. I wear Chucks when I lift weights. But it's just like, just know the shoes that work for your feet. But, I always go for the styling. You got a styling profile. So, And then, mix up your style. Like, mix up different things. You don't have to, like, how I got a blazer on and then I got denim on. Like, it doesn't have to be a complete set. Do mix and match. So then you can have, maybe your bottom, like for a woman, you're maybe bottom heavy. So then you want something more with a stretch and stuff like that. So mix and match, make sure you can find stuff. Shay definitely did it with her dandy look. She got a pants from a completely other place. Yes. And it looked amazing together. Yes. So mix and match is also good. And also sometimes you find better stuff when you do that. That's just my opinion. And then accessorize. You can make accessories too, I'm just saying.
Yes,
I do it all the time.
Yes, you can.
With old jewelry, stuff like that. But make sure that you get jewelry that you really love and you like really get attached to, because then you're not gonna throw away or whatever. It's good stuff. They also have stuff that's not real but is good quality. I do Melinda. Forgot her last name, but Melinda, she has good jewelry. I go to her all the time.
I got a couple
her
of
stuff
pieces.
do not tarnish. Amazing pieces. So I found her because I didn't want to spend money for like jewelry. Because I have real jewelry. Like I have a nice necklace is real, but I have like a little bit of stuff. I don't buy jewelry like that. So her stuff lasts. Like I've been having one of her pieces for 5 years and it has not tarnished. So just find those type of things. And they're comfortable and they're cute and they got a cute little, it's dainty and all types of stuff. So I would say find stuff that you're comfortable with. Look into if it's going to tarnish or whatever, what have you. But don't buy that cheap stuff. Just saying. So that's it. That's all I have.
Contributing to the waste.
Yes. So buy stuff that's going to last.
Come on.
This question is to Najee. What are your favorite combinations for tailored trousers and casual tops?
Okay. Well, before I get started, I want to let y'all know about a accessory line. It's called Afrohemian.
Okay.
Y'all should check that out. But yeah, all right. So my favorite combination. So what I like to do is when it comes to trousers, I like slim fitted trousers, and I like some type of pattern on my trousers, whether it's like a pinstripe or just any type of pattern on it. You know what I'm saying? And a tapered ankle, maybe if it's slim. But if they like wide leg with a pleat, you know what I'm saying, in the pants, then they don't necessarily have to be tapered. They could just fall to the floor, and that's based on like my shoe too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big part of it too. It has to flow. It has to flow. And I like to do any casual top that insinuates the trouser, and I like to tuck it in. So like I got to make sure that my belt is flowing with the fit too. I like weaved belts more than belts with holes in them, because belts with holes in them can deteriorate over time. And it started to look weird too. You got to buy a new belt, you know what I'm saying? So I like the weaved belts, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no holes. It's, almost anybody can fit them, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you could wear a weave belt with like a blazer, you know what I'm saying? Tied around the waist, for women, or, it's real versatile, tank tops and graphic tees with my trousers. Any type of tank, black, white, anything of that nature. Graphic tees, it just depends what's on the graphic tee.
Yeah.
And I don't like to put necklaces with my graphic tees, because it takes away from what's on the graphic tee. Because I feel like necklaces should only go with T-shirts with nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with tanks with nothing on it. It should just have nothing on it, and then have your accessories on it, because you don't want it to clash.
Yeah.
If I have something screen printed right here and then my necklace is, down here, that's gonna clash with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thoughts. That's my styling.
I like that.
So I just like styling to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Of course, paying homage to the people who was here before us and giving us all their knowledge. But sometimes you gotta observe things on your own and figure out stuff that people haven't figured out when it comes to styling. So
I agree. I love that.
So yeah, that's how I feel about
I love
picking certain trousers and tops. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Very
ate on that
intentional.
one.
You
That
have
was
to be.
really good. That was a
Yeah.
good
You have
one.
to be.
I'm like, well, I'm over here learning. That's what it's about. And then that repetition when I watch it over.
Right. All these
You
notes,
know,
these
I
notes.
You know what I'm
love
saying?
watching it. Oh, I just sit there and just be, and I'm watching everything. I'm learning it right again, and it's just like
Yeah.
I'm sitting here learning, and then I'm
Yep.
watching
Watching
it.
it.
Yeah, I watch every episode. So.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Shay, streetwear is all about self-expression. What key pieces do you think are essential for a great, strong menswear streetwear look?
So with this question, I'm gonna answer it as for if you don't really know your style, but you want to really get into streetwear. So you got to have your statement sneakers, whether that's iconic designs or limited edition, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a huge name brand. But if you like it and it's dope, wear it. Oversized hoodies, graphic sweatshirts, t-shirts, well-fitted joggers or cargo pants, some layered jackets, bomber denim. I love me a good bomber.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do. Ooh,
love-
I was just thinking about a bomber.
Yes.
Oh, I love a
When I
bomber.
seen this question, I was
Yes.
like, it ain't nothing like with a nice hoodie. That thing shiny. I love me a bomber.
Yes. And the last thing is caps, beanies. I'm not big on wearing hats, but if you pull it together right, a cap, a beanie can change it up.
You
The
know I like
accessories.
my hat, so I will be wearing a hat
accessories.
soon.
Yes.
'Cause I love hats.
So those I would say are like some staples that you could start to build, your street
Yeah.
style.
Okay.
Okay, Najee, right? What do you recommend men layering outfits, streetwear style outfits, like how the layering part of it?
Okay. All right. I would say the number one golden rule is balance. Balance. Slim layers at the base transition into bulkier layers in the top. You know what I'm saying? Ideally in coordinating colors or textures. So there are three things I would really recommend when it comes to that: personalization, functionality, and versatility. Personalizing outfits allows for an extensive and unique canvas for you to work with and to reflect individual style and preference. And when it comes to layering, offers a visual appeal, but also functional benefits. Like I have a cell phone holder for my belt. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want my phone to be poking out in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna take away from the look. So like to make it more functional, all right, well let's add a holster for my phone on my belt. You know what I'm saying? To make it, like I said, more functional and have the fit just flow a little bit better. When it comes to versatility, that helps navigate seasonal changes. So, you can wear, of course, you wear warmer colors like during the fall, cooler colors during the summertime. So, all of those things, they play a big part when it comes to, enhancing your street style.
I love that.
I love that. You can hear the designer in it.
Yeah. When you said the coaster, I said, "Ooh, I didn't even think about that being layering." I'm like, "Shoot, I just learned something." Because I was like, "Yeah, that is like a good way to use that on my client." Look, we gonna get some coasters. It's just true because they do be all bulky, like a wallet leaves the prints
the wallets,
and stuff.
the stuff in the pockets. Pockets are cool, but it's just how you utilize the pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
So, Mo, now it's your turn to answer. What key pieces do you think are essential for a great streetwear look?
Okay, so kind of had some that you had, but graphic tees, fun design, bold logos for a statement.
Mm-hmm.
I am in a place where I'm starting to go away from graphic tees, and I'm starting to find my fashion a little different. I still have them. One of my favorite graphic tees is Tupac. I got maybe like 4 of them. When I say with some baggy jeans or something, I put it on with my Vans.
Right, you can't
or
go
something.
wrong with
You
it.
can't.
So, because I love Tupac, I met him when I was younger. Like, he just
snap.
have a very, we have like, I don't know, I have a bond with Tupac, I feel like. So he's one of the ones that I really like to wear. I had a Bob Marley shirt, but I don't know where it went. But I've been getting like purging my graphic tees. So a lot of people still like it. I do agree with you with like the chain. I never really tripped off of it with the chain. I wear necklaces, but I don't wear them all the time.
Right.
And that could be something I was doing and just not conscious that I was doing it.
Right.
But that hoodies, one thing about hoodies is good to layer. Like we was just talking about the bomber jacket. That eats down. When you could put a nice hoodie under a bomber jacket, and you can even do the zip up ones, and then put something there, and then just layer. Yeah. So I love that. But I love hoodies. I'm starting to love zip up hoodies now. And I love hoodies because a lot of them are cotton, which is like 100% cotton. So I love hoodies or whatever. That's like one of my favorite things. But because I like to get my makeup and stuff done here and there. But if I'm really cute, that zip up, you can just go right up in there. So that's just a tip for the women. But I love wearing like a man zip up hoodie because it's oversized and you do a really tight shirt or like a crop top. Look, work that out for the women. I'm just, styling y'all up right now. Baggy pants, cargo pants. Love. Because you can really have really, really baggy for women and then do like a really cute crop top and stuff like that. Like, I love baggy pants for that look. Sneakers, jackets, oversized jackets, bombers. So it's pretty much the same. Caps. But I like all type of caps. I'm really big on digging into different hats. And I did my first podcast I ever was on, I did a Kango. I did a beret Kango, and it was furry. That thing was clean.
I bet.
So I'm big on hats. Y'all seen me here and there wear a hat on the show. I don't think I wore one yet, huh? Have I wore a hat yet? But I love hats. I like fitteds. I like beanies. Like in New York, I wore a beanie with a little net on it.
Ooh.
So I love hats. So I'll start bringing them out. Huh?
Now I said I know that was hard.
It was hard.
Nice. Yeah,
it was hard.
I know that was nice.
So I wore it. I was like, no, look at the fashionista. But I love hats and I love unique hats. So that's a good one. And you can layer hats too, like how people are putting like the fitted with the scarf and stuff. I think that's really dope. So yeah, it's like a lot of stuff you can do with hats, and I really enjoy them. And then accessories. Like, you can't go wrong with accessories, just period. I would say backpacks, all like you can do all types of stuff. Bay Area style, we did 03 and 04, we used to wear the backpacks. That's everything. So it's all type of things you can do with streetwear, and streetwear is fun. And like for me, I did business up top, like fashionable business up top, and then I did streetwear at the bottom. So I got jeans, and then I got my Vans on. So I mixed the two. And that's what I like about streetwear, because you can always mix it into something.
Facts.
So, yeah. Okay. Shay, can you explain the concept of gender fluid fashion and its significance in today's men's fashion landscape?
Yes, I love this because it's so prominent. So, gender fluid fashion is clothing designed without rigid adherence to traditional male or female categories. So it's meant to be worn by anyone regardless of gender, which I love. It challenges outdated norms of masculinity and femininity in style. So the significance today reflects a more inclusive and diverse society, gives men freedom to explore softer silhouettes, colors, and details one deemed feminine, like pink, appeals to younger generation who value authenticity and self-expression over conformity. So that is gender fluid fashion. I really, yeah.
All right.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Man.
Because I feel like I always tapped into men's fashion, always. Like, and people used to be like, especially suits. I love suits. So people used to always be like, why you got that suit on and that blazer? Don't be talking about what I got on. But I always be like curly, and people like, I like that though. And then as stuff start catching on, women start wearing blazers and all these things. But I feel like it wasn't a lot of people that wore them, people I was around, so they thought I was crazy. But I think it's just dope that people can just cross over and just wear different stuff that they want to wear. Like, that's what fashion is all about.
Exactly.
Right.
So I love this topic. This is awesome. Love it, love it, love. Okay, Najee, how are designers responding to this shift, and what does it mean for a man to self-express through clothing?
I feel like, I mean, I'm not sure if it's like as accurate, but I just feel like that over the years, a lot of designers have been making clothes so they can be unisex. You know what I'm saying? So they can be, so both sexes can wear them. And then y'all got to think about too, like ever since we were born, we've had this thing of nurture versus nature type of deal. So like it's been a gender construct ever since we've been brought into this world. You know what I'm saying? And especially for ages when it comes to the LGBTQIA plus, you know, community, like you got people, especially trans folks, who are two-spirited. So one day they might want to dress like a man. One day they might want to dress like a woman. And can't nobody tell them like that they can't do that, because like that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they are two-spirited? You know what I'm saying? You gonna tell them that they not two-spirited too? You know what I'm saying? So like I like this question, and I like, you know what I'm saying, this topic, because this is very important with our kids today. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what if you got a boy and he want to put on a dress one day? You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be a girl. He just want to wear a dress. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly don't see anything wrong with it, because you expressing your individuality, you know what I'm saying, especially as a kid, and you don't know anything about the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the world is gonna chew you up and spit you out majority of the time, and then you can't let it do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta like be you. You know. So to answer the question, I know I went down into
you're good.
a rabbit hole,
You're
but designers have always, you know, went to the street society and the street society of the people, you know what I'm saying, for ideas and inspiration. Like, this has been going on for ages. You got, you know, Louis Vuitton and Supreme, R.I.P. Virgil, you know, him taking that and excelling with that, you know. As far as like for men's self-expression, you know, like I said earlier, it's all just based on individuality. You know, dressing how you feel, whether you like to get your hands dirty or not. Like, over the years, I've come into liking jumpsuits, you know? Like, remember like this trend of like rompers and jumpsuits was going on online? Y'all remember that? Like, I don't know if that was the shift or not, but as soon as I like started wearing them, I realized like how functional it is, because it got pockets. Man, I can take the top part down if I get hot and tie it around my waist. Man, I can paint in this jumpsuit, you know, get it dirty. And if I do get it dirty, like, people wouldn't know. They'll be thinking like, oh, that's a part of the jumpsuit, you know? So, like, that's how I feel, you know, when it comes to, you know, men being, expressing themselves, you know what I'm saying, with their clothes, you know? Because, I mean, even nowadays, like, you know, I could talk to like some of my guy friends, and you know, they just keep it simple: t-shirt, jeans, shoes. Like it's just that, you know, it ain't too many, you know, men in my circle that's really like versatile when it comes to dressing. You know, maybe my dad, and like, you know, some of my friends that ask me questions, be like, bro, since you know a lot about, you know, dressing, bro, I gotta ask you something. You know, I'm like, bro, it's cool. Like, bro, it's all right. Just ask me, you know. But I don't know, like, maybe nowadays I'm seeing more expression when it comes to style for men, because like they are just opening their minds more, you know what I'm saying, to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask like a little sneak question.
What's up?
I really like that you paint your nails. I wanted to ask you what inspired you to go into that, because I love this question, because I do believe that fashion is about self-expression always, and I don't like that people put people in boxes.
Yes.
Period. Like, once I got to this Monique, I don't think nobody should be in a box, because that takes so much from them. So I just wanted to ask, because I actually love that about you. I love that you express yourself and you're out loud with it, and that's like one of the best things, because you're authentic.
Right.
Period. Like, that's the best people you want to have around in your life. As you get older, you want authentic people.
Come on.
So, yes, I wanted to ask that question.
So authenticity and individuality are like my golden rules. Like I make sure that I express myself fully, because, like I said earlier about like just being a kid, like it's these constructs that they always gonna put up, you know what I'm saying, when you a kid. And they always gonna try to shape you and send you down this other direction because you are a man or a woman, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like I can just say that maybe after I like quit the fire department, because I used to work on the fire department. So like after I quit that, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go full-fledged in my authenticity and creativity and just be my authentic self.
Yeah.
So that's when I started painting my nails more. I started to just think outside the box when it comes to my style a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean,
That's what it's
that's what it
about.
is.
Yeah.
Because
You
like I
gotta
just
break
got tired
rules.
of people telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like even parents, I'm like, Mom, I'm an adult now. Same thing with my dad. I'm like, y'all, I'm an adult now. Like, at least I ain't out here like, harming anyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here expressing my full individuality, and that's it. And I'm not harming anyone, so
And that's the best to be. That's the best way to be when you're an artist, is to let it out. Like, and that's when you come up with the best things. I think people suppress people because they're suppressed.
Man, yes.
And I love that. Like when I remember I was like, that's right. Let that out. Let people, because I think people, even when I was in art school, I used to wear weird stuff and people used to be like, what are you wearing? But I didn't care. I was just like, I'm wearing this. Like, so even now I express myself how I think, what I'm thinking, what I want to say. And it makes me feel so good. Like, I feel like myself and I feel wrapped up with a bow. Like, I just feel like I'm to just dominate in this world. So I enjoy that about you. Like, I wanted to ask that question. I was like, I'm going to ask this last question before we wrap this up.
And then Erykah Badu said that too. She was just like, man, if you don't let a creative, like, let out their creativity, like, you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know.
Like, I ain't know what was going to happen if I didn't, like, express my full individuality or authenticity. I ain't know what was going to happen.
Like, but you can be the best artist you can be. And that's what it's about. That's what Harambe is about. But that's what it's about. It's about you being yourself. And I think people put caps and put people in boxes and because of what they feel they're limited in. So I love that about you. And I love that question. That's why I was like, we gotta ask because I know Shay already. We always be right here.
Yeah, I'm like,
but it was a good question for you, and I made sure that I did the questions for you. So and it was this was a good podcast.
And I hope any man watching that you take this as inspiration to be yourself and do what you been wanting to do and people been telling you not to do it. Do it. Put it on.
Yes, put it on. Like Laura Rose say, put it on.
Put it on.
You got to. But thank you guys for watching Fits and Facts with Mo and Shay. Yes. Thank you for our special guest. We appreciate you. Yes. Oh my God, that was one of the best podcasts we've done. Oh my God, I'm so excited to even watch it. I'll watch it like I'm a fan,
Right.
But thank you. And Shay, I'm gonna let you end it up. Like, what we need to do?
Well, you already know. You need to subscribe. Hit that button below. Like, comment, share. Tell your mom. Tell your brother. Tell your sister. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Everybody. And make sure, just ask us some questions, especially if you want to hear more about men's fashion, okay? We want to dive deep. Najee's here to answer them too. Let us know what's up. So,
thank you.